can. And what does that mean? If somebody else knows it, it means you kind of have to do it. But that's good. But then you're thinking, oh, I should never have told anybody. Well, how much of your math chapter 4 are you going to do today? Probably none. How about tomorrow? Probably none. You're starting to procrastinate already. On the 11th, how much are you going to do? Well, on the 11th or the 12th, one of those 2 days, you're going to walk by your book. And most students just say they like to walk by their books and wave, you know, as they keep going. So they walk and go, how are you today? And they keep going. And then when it gets to like the 12th, they walk by it again and start to wave. And then this is the thought that always comes to the person's mind. They look at the book and they think, the call is coming. It's like this monster, you know, that's hanging over them. It's going to come tonight or tomorrow night. And so what do because of that? Grab it, open it up, start reading. Now I've had people, this is kind of sad, funny and sad. I've had people say that they opened up their book knowing that their friend or their relative was going to call the next day, and they opened the book and they were angry at the person who's going to call them. You know, this poor person who's just doing you a favor, like, I can't believe they're going to call me. Well, but see, look what you're doing. You're actually sitting there reading, so you're not procrastinating. And then when they call you that night, you say, hopefully, you know what? I finished an hour ago. I've been waiting for you to call. Or I finished yesterday. It's the first time in my life I ever finished anything one day early. So thank you very much for calling. And then what's the next thing you say to them after that? Yeah, could you do me another favor? Could you call back on the 17th to see if I did chapter 5? The reason you need to do that is because if you have a bad habit, you can get out of it for a little while. And then we all tend to start going back into the bad habits again. And so just because you had one victory, which is good, that doesn't mean this is going to be a victory in this. And so they're calling you at the deadline. Now, again, I want to make sure you're clear on this. Are they supposed to call you every day? No. If somebody thinks they have to call you every day and say, are you studying? Are you studying? You're going to get so upset with them, you're going to lose them as a friend, and you don't want to lose a friend. They just call you one time, and that's at the deadline to see if you did what you were supposed to do. So many people end up getting much more disciplined and hitting all their deadlines because there's somebody else checking on them. And that's all it takes, and suddenly they become much, much better at this. Okay, so that's the first idea. And then the other one, and then I have one last thing that I want to share. Sign-in sheet is making it around? Yes? Okay. Have you signed over here? Yes? Okay, good. All right, the other motivational tool, in addition to this one, is this one, and that's always include rewards. Okay? I don't think I've ever met a person who told me, I hate rewards. Those are horrible. Everybody likes rewards. Okay? Well, how does it work? What does it look like here? Here's what you do. When you have a few minutes and you take a nice deep breath, maybe out on a bench if the weather is nice, so you're kind of in a good mood, you either take a little 3x5 card, like a flash card, or even a piece of paper, and you just brainstorm, bless you, for a couple minutes, and you write down a list of everything that you would like to do or buy or get. It's kind of like your birthday list, sort of, and you just write down everything you can think of. Okay? And then on this day, today, after you have called your friend, so you know that you have that motivation there, you say, I need more motivation. So what I'm going to do is, if I have chapter 4 read by the time I go to bed that night, I'm going to go do that. So it's just right there. That's your reward. You can see it. And